Actually just slowing down, trying to prevent the Thrall from getting too far away from their team, but with Coffee being in a really rough position, all she can really do is continue that in-and-out playstyle, playing as safe as she
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
possibly can, and seeing if Mune couldn't possibly save her. Now she needs to reposition so she doesn't get hit by another one of these flames, because the flame buffet will continue slowing as long as she has it on her. So that would have been a little scary, but she was able to kind of hop her way out of that. Level 13, she takes Endless Spores. Endless Spores means casting Crippling Spores while at least 2 heroes are affected by Nature's Toxin, reduces the cooldown by 4 seconds. This is an interesting talent. One of the more common talents on this tier is Let Them Wither, which increases the duration of the slow by 1 second and causes it to no longer delay. Remember, it is a 40-second slow that decays over 3 seconds, so after 2 seconds, it's at probably around, I don't know, 12% slow, and so this is the normal pickup to keep that slow going. But lowering the cooldown of the slow allows her to do it more often, and it's going to effectively lower the cooldown by 4 seconds, which is going to bring it down to a 6-second cooldown, and the slow lasts for about 3 seconds. That's essentially, if she can hit 2 people, that's a 50% uptime on a slow, and it's going to increase the duration of her poison in general, which is a different playstyle from the meta, and we'll see if that pays off. We're going to be getting the reset on 1 time. That's 2 times now, so that's already shaved off 8 seconds off of the effective Crippling Spores cooldowns during this fight. Other talents that are sometimes picked up are these situational talents, huge spell armor increase, or you can remove negative effects from allies, like a damage over time, or sometimes a CC or anything like that. So again, big slow right there, hit 2 people, low cooldown, then she used her ult twice to finish off that person. That took out the enemy's damage dealer. Now the enemy's damage dealer is done, she quickly walks up to the enemy's tank and burns that down. They get right back onto the point, and they're in a really good position. So she's done a ton of damage, and she's led to the kills that allow them to win this fight, which will also allow them to win this objective. We will also be approaching level 16s, and this is where one of the biggest power spikes approaches for Lunara. And this talent right here that she takes is Unfair Advantage, unless I'm really mistaken, but there it is. Okay, Unfair Advantage. So this makes it to where your Nature's Toxin does 60% more damage to heroes that are slowed, rooted, or stunned. Remember that her uptime of her slow is going to be 50%, but it's not just her slow. Let's look for a second to see what ultimate ability her team took. We've got March the Black King, which isn't really going to help too much on that, but it will be applying her the W to everything. He can always swipe to lower it, but let's take a peek over here at Earthquake. Earthquake is going to it's going to slow everyone in the area, which means that if everyone's slowed, that means that she's always going to have Toxin on everyone during these fights. So she effectively just has a flat 60% increase on everyone at all times while there's an Earthquake going on. Then, when there's not an Earthquake going on, she can slow people, Thrall can root people, and Leoric can slow people. So overall, this is going to be, I would say, probably an 80% uptime. So if we really want to do the math on that, I'd say about a 40-50% increase in damage overall. Very powerful talent, and it's just a huge increase in her damage. Naturally, it doesn't increase damage of like your Q, but your Q is usually just there to apply more stacks of your poison. So having your poison being buffed up is really the big thing.
What's worth more? A pound of flesh or a gallon of blood?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Work hard,
30
die
seconds until
fast.
minions spawn.
The other way's worse. My kill list never gets shorter.
Minions have spawned.
much. I'm collecting the debt. Found you! Captains told me to kill fish. Fish told me to kill captains. Makes sense. The world saw me drowning and did nothing.
An enemy has been slain.
Hold fast.
An enemy has been slain.
Deeper I sank, the less.
Shut down.
Tasted the good life once. Needed salt. I smell bad.
You have slain an enemy. You have been slain. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Turret plating will soon fall.
And more death ain't gonna hurt. The surface won't be the top much longer. I chose my side.
Rampage. An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Soft life.
Your team has destroyed a turret.